Right, let's move on to question 6, and this one's a little bit tricky. It says a function TestNum will take a 6-digit string as a parameter. The function will test whether the string meets certain conditions and will return an integer value as follows. So return value 1, this is if the last 3 digits are the same but not 0. So example here, okay, 444. Return value 2, well the last 3 digits are 0, so yeah, this example. Right, then return value 3, the first 3 and last 3 digits are the same. So yeah, well 410 then, 410. And it says the function will return the highest possible value for the given string. So I guess if we had something like, 44444, right, kind of 6 fours, well that's then going to return this one, because I guess what it's going to match, this condition, right? It's also going to match this condition, but of course, yeah, 3 is higher. So, I mean, the way we can do this is basically, we'll just have 3 if statements. And if we have this as the first if statement, right, this is the second if statement, and this is the third, or kind of this is the if, right, this inside the else, and then, yeah, I guess this inside the other else. That's how we can, return them, kind of with the highest, the highest value being the one that's returned. And then it says if the string does not meet any of the conditions, 0 is returned. So yeah, let's just have a go at this then. And right, we're going to say function is called TestNum. And I guess, this must take a parameter. Yeah, okay. Oops, hang on. Right, okay, let's call this maybe num, or yeah, like num string. And right, that's going to be a string. And then here, well, we're going to return. And yeah, we're going to return an integer. Right, so let's think then. We want some variables, and probably we want, the first 3 digits. So let's just go declare, let's say first 3 digits. Let's also go last 3 digits. And then I guess here we also want kind of, digit 4, digit 5, digit 6. So let's go maybe, yeah, digit 4, right, digit 5, and digit 6. Right, and then, these can all be strings. Now, technically, these could also be characters. They could also be integers if we want. But yeah, let's just keep it as a string, alright, since this is a string. Then we don't have to worry about, converting them. Right, so what we want to do, I guess we just want to assign these some values. So if we go first 3 digits, well, here we could use mid, right, or we can also just use left. And here, num string is going to be the parameter. And then, yeah, we just want the first 3 digits. Right, likewise for the last 3, well, again, we could use mid, right, or we could just use right. And again, that's going to be the last 3 digits. Then if we go digit 4, well, here, this is where we want to use mid. Right, again, that's going to be num string. We start at character 4, and then, yeah, we just get 1 digit. And, oops, right, I'm just going to copy this. And then, of course, yeah, we can just do it quickly for, digit 5. So obviously, yeah, starting at index 5. And then, yeah, digit 6, right, starting at index 6. So I think, yeah, that should be fine. And then we just want some if statements. So let's say first we want to check this one, right, because, the highest priority, or, the highest value should be returned. So yeah, that's why we want to check this one first. Right, so this one then, we just want to check if the first 3 digits are equal to the last 3 digits. Right, then what we'll do, we'll just return 3. Right, here we could have an else, right, or we could just go end if, because the thing is, if this is true, it's just going to return, so it's not going to go to the next code. So yeah, you could just have 3 distinct if statements, yeah, or you could do it with kind of nested if, if statements. Right, the next one then, if the last 3 digits are 0. Okay, so yeah, this one is also quite easy. We just go last 3 digits, and we'll just check they're equal to 3 zeros like this. And then what we want to do, I guess we want to return 2. Right, and then let's go end if, and yeah, let's make sure to end if this as well. Right, and then what we can do here, the last 3 digits are the same, right, but not 0. So in this case, we just want to check if digit 4 equals digit 5. Yeah, and also digit 5 should equal to digit 6. Alright, and notice how we don't actually have to check if digit 4 is equal to digit 6, because if digit 4 is equal to digit 5, and digit 5 is equal to digit 6, well, kind of, by extension, that means that digit 4 must be equal to digit 6. Now, I'm not sure what they call it in maths. I think there's 3. There's like associative, transitive, and something else. I think maybe this is the transitive property, but yeah, don't quote me on that. Right, anyway, so here then we just want to return 1, and I guess then we could just have an else. And yeah, here in the else, well, then we can just return 0. And we'll have an end if like this. Now, if we want, we could just have an if, so we could delete the else, and then, we could also just go return 0, just like this. Yeah, that's also going to be equivalent. Okay, so let's just test these then with the cases that they have, and of course in the exam you don't need to test it, but yeah, let's just, check if our function works. Right, the first one, so it's what, 253 and then 444. Right, let's copy this. And yeah, let's also have 4, right, 1 should be 0. This one, okay, so here we want 253 and then 0, 0, 0. Right, and then 410, 410. Right, and then this one is going to be if neither condition is true. So I guess something like this. Yeah, okay, so I think something like this, so I should return 0. And yeah, okay, so 1, 2, 3, then 0. Alright, so again, hopefully this makes sense, and well, any questions, ask in the comments, ask on Discord, and hope to see you in the next video.